Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I want to focus on patience because of late I have been feeling that God has really been talking to me about being patient, and I know a lot of us are probably trying to do something in life and we are thinking about when is that time going to come? When am I going to get my breakthrough? And what tends to happen is a lot of people tend to quit before they even start the hard work. When the journey gets too long, people want to change their mind, they want to change course, or they just want to stop what they're doing altogether. And when that happens, is we never get to experience exactly what we envision or what we're destined for. And so we go back to our old ways, we go back into the things that are not for us. So one thing that has really been standing out, I took notes today, so because I really want to just cover quite a bit in a short space of time. So one of the things that I've been really getting confirmation from God is around, nothing great happens overnight. And when I say I have had this confirmation the last few weeks, it's just been popping over and over the same sentence. A friend gave me a book to read. It's called Unstoppable, by I think Christine Kane or something like that. But anyway, in one of the chapters, she talks about how long it takes to be successful and kind of to be able to run that race, to get to the point of what God intends for us. And she also mentions, nothing great happens overnight. My husband and I are building a legacy, and it's taking a lot of hard work. It's taking a lot of energy. It's taking a lot of finances. And that's another thing that people don't understand. We are so quick to celebrate success when people have made it, yet we don't know the hard work that goes into it. And that's why we always say that, whenever you look at someone who has achieved something, don't just quickly say that you want that, you want exactly what they have, because you don't know what it took for them to get there. And so often is people don't pay attention to the journey because they're not interested. That is the simple fact. People are not interested in your struggle for getting to where you want to get to. Along the way, you're going to find destiny helpers, yes, but a lot of the time you are going to be ignored, and you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with being ignored. You have to be okay with being rejected, because that is all part of the process. And I think that is what makes it difficult for some people that tend to end up now just giving up altogether. But you have to remember, if you have been called and you know in your heart that there is something inside of you that you have been called to do, that you have been placed on this earth to do, and you know inside of yourself that you're just thinking about it, there's nothing else that you're thinking about, it lights you up every time you think about it, then don't quit. Keep going, because at the end of the day, we don't know how things are going to fall into place. We just know we just need to take the next step. You don't need to know what's going to happen in the next 6 months in you trying out this new business, or what's going to happen in the next 6 months in you trying to build a non-profit, or which is what we're doing. So I'm using examples that are in my everyday life. And you don't know where your journey is going to lead to. And in the position that you're in, one thing I can say is you need to have the humility to walk that path. Yes, humility is key. And I wrote it down here because I think most of the times people forget that, in your journey, as much as we look for inspiration, as much as we want those mentors who are where we want to be, or we look at social media and we see other people accomplishing things and we want to be that, remember that you have to be authentic in your journey. You have to understand that you're in that position for a reason. And what I have found is a lot of the people tend to pretend to be somewhere they are not. And what that then causes is you become distracted in your journey because you are trying to achieve what someone else has already achieved that is not your calling. So it's really important to have humility in your journey. Accept when you've been rejected, because it does happen. The amount of no's I have had, I think I have become immune to them. I have become oblivious to people saying no to me. I will still push it, like, okay, are you sure? Are you sure? I've become oblivious. It doesn't, for me, to get to this point where I'm even sitting here is because I know God has a calling in my life. I become oblivious to, what you probably, if you're someone who's watching and you don't like what I'm talking about. I have become oblivious to that because I understand that the direction that I'm heading is not going to be for everyone. And I am okay with that. So you have to really be okay with, where you're heading. You have to be okay with the journey that you're on, and you have to sometimes be oblivious, and most of all, you have to be obsessed. You have to be obsessed with your journey. Let people think that you're crazy. Let people think that you're not going to make it. Let people think that you are just talking rubbish, because when you make it, those same people are going to celebrate you. They're going to reach out to you. They're going to want to, be involved in everything. They are going to praise you, and that's okay as well. But obviously, when you get to that point, you're obviously on another level and you probably won't want to know. But anyway, no, all jokes aside, yeah, you have to really understand that you are called to be someone in life. You have a purpose, you have a reason, and I see a lot of people holding back because they feel like, oh, I can't do that, or I'm not qualified for that. Remember, God qualifies us. This thing about getting qualified, I am going to say it right now. Let's just chuck it in the bin, because I've done, my degree, I've done my master's, um, I'm educated, I've gone to school. But then one thing that I have found, it's not my school that people ask for. People ask me, what can you do for me? Any of my clients that I've ever worked with never asked for my qualifications. Apart from the jobs, yes, jobs will ask for it. But nowadays, we're at a point where there's things that, you can do when it comes to service. God will qualify you. So stop letting formalities stop you from where you're supposed to be. Stop making excuses. If you believe in your heart that that dream and that vision that you've been given by God is yours, and you want to go after it, do it, and do it with all your might. And just remember that you're not doing it by your strength, you're doing it by God. And one of the things that you have to remember, that it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. If you are looking for easy, then it's important that you find something that is easy for you. But then you miss out on what God is really calling you to do, and you actually miss out in kind of what comes with everything that you have been led to do. So I just want to let you know, if you're someone like me who is, day in, day out, you're putting in the work, you're trying to achieve something in life, you're working towards your dreams, and you're trying to build a vision, and you're trying to build something that is going to be past you and your family, that's going to be a legacy, then just know that it's not going to be easy. But every day, just pray for grace, pray for strength, you know, affirmations, just say today is going to be a good day. I'm going to give my best. And I put something I put something on Facebook yesterday, and I said, sometimes your goal, your day's goal is just to make it through the day, because this life is hard. So even in that journey that you're trying to make something of yourself, remember that you also need to take time out and focus on, getting your strength back, taking care of your mental health. We live in a society where we're being told all these get rich quick schemes, and you have to work 24 hours a day. No, it doesn't. When with God, things are effortless. So I just wanted to leave you with that. And right now, I am going to go to school, my daughter's school. They've got a summer event that's happening, and I am volunteering. So I thought, let me do this quick video because I'm supposed to post one. And I said, I'm not going to try and perfect anything. I'm just going to start, talking about what I put in my. So I've given you a bit of what I put in my journal. So yes, there we go. Make sure you tap the like. Is it the like, the subscribe? Do whatever you're going to do. Just make sure you subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think of this video. Also, let me know, what are you working towards in life? How is that journey going? And what kind of support have you been looking from people and feel like you haven't gotten? And mostly, what are you praying for? Otherwise, take care and I'll see you here next week. Bye.